It's my perspective. Yeah, from my perspective. It's my perspective. Yeah, yo, am I wrong or is it just you? Or did my life show me some things that gave me my view? And if I went through what you went through, would I be you? I don't know. That's too many questions with no answer, but plenty chances for many lessons. Am I willing to learn that it's all perception? That the picture that I paint ain't the one that you sketching? So can we disagree without drawing a weapon? Long as I can understand that it's just your perspective. Yeah, it's my perspective. Yeah, from my perspective.
Welcome everybody to another episode of My Perspective Fridays. I am your host, Uncle Kent. What's up, everybody? How we doing today? We good?
Doing great.
Oh wait,
how you doing? Good.
All right, let's dive right into it. What are some disgusting habits that people have? It's something that just makes you burn up inside.
some people spit as a habit, and it's really gross.
Look, well, mine connects to that. Chewing tobacco. Disgusting.
Yeah.
Absolutely disgusting. And like a lot of people, they don't want to, like, if they're inside or something and they can't spit, they carry around a bottle and they spit into the bottle. You can see it. It's so gross.
I have to agree with that. But also a disgusting habit, people chewing with their mouth open. I don't want to see your food in your mouth being
I can't do that either. Like, it's gross.
Just close your mouth,
I
put
hate
your
when
hand
people-
over your mouth, do something. I don't want to see that.
When people are smacking on their gum, why are you doing that for?
Because
Just chew gum.
it's good.
Smacking that
No.
girl.
They're black. And that's exactly what it sounds like. Please stop.
What about
Because it's
popping the
good.
gum? What about popping the gum? Is it the same thing?
Pop it. Nah, I like blowing bubbles occasionally.
Okay.
Or that like click sound that my mom does that. I don't know how to do it. If not, I would do it.
I remember I used to hear people do that across the cafeteria in like elementary school. You hear it all the way.
Yeah. I think a disgusting habit that people have, which I stopped years ago, is biting their nails.
Yeah.
Oh man. I'm sorry if y'all do up here. I apologize, but stop it. Thank you.
No.
Olivia said nope. Show it off.
Olivia's like, I got to keep these nice. No.
Yeah, they're long, they're pretty. I'm not biting them.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh my God. So
this cat says a habit he used to have that he has broken.
I did because I used to look down at my own fingers, be like, ew. Like
Someone has
seriously.
to hold those hands at one point. So make
Huh?
them So someone
You
might
ever
want to
like-
hold your hand at some point, so make them look nice, right?
Exactly. Or I might want to feed somebody or something. I don't know. You can't feed nobody with the crusty fingers.
Right.
What about like
There's
walking
people
around
have
at the
some really
mall or
ugly-
something? Do you ever see somebody like, or anywhere out in public, you see somebody reach back and scratch their own butt in the like right in the crack too? Like it's not like you ever seen somebody do that? It's like don't do that in public, please. Like
Well,
go somewhere else and do that.
To be fair, I only see my white counterparts do it, so I don't. To be frank, I know, maybe.
I have a question for Hunter. Is it males and females or just one or the other?
It's
But
mostly
it's usually men.
Yeah,
I have on occasion though seen women do it.
yeah,
Okay.
which is not bad.
Usually men.
Gotta adjust.
Oh man, but I'm with Olivia. It's crazy because I have a habit of spitting, like out of habit sometimes, right? But sometimes I do get disgusted with myself, like I should have did all that, Like, oh my God, like, why did I do?
Dude.
So I have a two-part
What is
disgusting,
it?
but I still see grown people do. When I see kids do it, I just look at them like, ew, but you're a child, so I can kind of accept it. But I see grown people start doing this right here, and they want to rub it on their clothes or put it in their mouth, and I'm like, you're
what?
grown, you nasty. What is going on with you? And they
Do
do it
what?
like nobody knows, and it could be I sat in a restaurant and seen people do this, and I'm like, ew. And
I'm
then
confused.
blow their nose right there. with
Digging
people
for
digging around.
gold.
I cannot
Ew.
stand.
Hunting for monsters.
See, that's me all day. I'm
Finding
gonna
the
get my
yards
nose
of
on.
gold.
No, okay, don't do that around your kid. We're gonna have problems. Don't do that. Kids,
I
can
hate
see it,
especially-
but
Markel wants to know if you
adults
want a
is
demonstration. He just
digging.
What you say, Daphne?
Especially like after this panoramic that we're currently and been through, people sneezing and coughing in their hands. or just like out, but like in
Do
your
it.
hands. That's so disgusting.
Even before, even if we weren't in a pandemic, like that's don't do that.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
if you gotta sneeze
people
and you
do
don't
it,
have
like, more
anything,
often
like
now.
if you don't have a tissue, elbow is the
Elbow.
next best thing. Like even that, like try and get it away. Like
Or something.
knows
I don't know.
Yeah.
like,
No, let it out.
you
No
can't really
closure
stop it.
knows.
Like it's gonna happen, and once you feel
And
it
there's
come,
no
it's gonna happen. So
nonchalant
you could
after
do
this.
something to where it's not on your hands.
Yeah.
Like out in the open. What's even worse, sometimes I'll see people sneeze just like just out in the open when everybody's around. Like, dude, like what are you doing?
Right.
Olivia, what's another disgusting habit that really grinds your gears?
It's not really, might not be really disgusting, but it is if a human, like if as a whole people do it a lot, littering. Biggest pet
You're right.
peeve of
You're
mine
right.
is littering. Like, stop.
You're
I
right.
was sitting on my balcony a few weeks ago and I saw a whole trash bag come off the balcony. A
Are
whole
you
trash bag.
serious?
It's just straight up disrespectful.
Were they trying to aim for the dumpster because they thought it was close, or
The dumpster's like 500 yards away at the entrance to the apartment
Guys, on
complex.
this
No, they
earth,
threw
we
it
gotta
out.
take
They
care of
threw
it,
it
man.
onto the edge because I faced the back of the property, like the woods, and they just tossed it.
And that's just
Amazing.
rude.
That's crazy.
God put us on this earth, and we have to take care of it.
I was
Yeah.
told by the I let the office know about it, and the lady up there was pissed, and she got in touch with them she said she would fine them heavily. I don't know what they did exactly, but
You know what? In this situation, I knew Hunter was gonna snitch. I just knew it was going that
it's a whole
direction.
trash bag.
It's
A
cool,
whole
though.
trash bag.
For the greater good. Yeah, for sure.
what level was this? Like they probably didn't even have so far to walk to throw
Second
the trash
floor,
away.
and the dumpster is on the way out at the entrance. Even has one of those little side roads you can pull up, so you only got to walk like 3 feet to it. It's
Oh,
the
this is
easiest thing ever.
laziness.
This was just
Yeah.
pure laziness.
Yeah.
That's horrible.
Gross. As a person that is,
Mm-hmm.
or a person to do that, you are a gross person if
It's
you
disgusting.
litter.
Right.
I mean,
Disgusting physically and morally. Just ugh.
yeah, like it says so much about you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not
Well,
a very
put-
good person.
Right down, right
know that
down
right away.
keoniproductions on YouTube on a sticky note. Put it on this door, like, yo, watch episode where we're talking about disgusting. We're talking about you, bro. What's his name? Brad.
That makes me think, what does your
I don't
house
know who
look
it
like?
is.
Like, if I open the door to this apartment, what does it look like on the inside? You know, for you to do something like that, it's like,
Hmm.
that's a
Oh,
lot.
God.
That's a lot.
What? So like, so when we talk about habits, what habits like do you think that you can like is really intolerable, like something that you just can't let pass, like you have to say something or do something about it in the moment? What are some
Littering.
habits? Littering.
Littering.
What else?
That's
Bullying and
littering.
rudeness.
You said who, Tila?
Bullying and rudeness.
Ooh, let's speak on
Yeah.
that. Speak on that.
Oh,
Yo.
I can't stand when other people bully other people. And I see it a lot in kids because I work with little kids.
Uh-huh.
They are mean to each other, like they're ruthless. And I'm like, dude,
Kids are little jerks.
amen. They are.
They're amazing. And it's like, where do you find some of these words and things that you do to people? It's like,
Yeah.
what's happening? Because
Like my elementary
I
school.
can't say it's coming from home, but maybe it's TV, maybe it's music.
Well, if
I
they
have
live
no
if they
clue.
live in the trash bag home, they might be coming from home.
From upstairs.
Wow.
You're right. So I have taught my kids to be upstanders instead of bystanders. So when they see other people being bullied, especially the ones that are smaller than they are, to upstand and let people know, either by talking to another adult, letting them know what's happening, or getting in between. But now in this generation, I have to reflect and be like, hold up, step back. Don't get in the middle anymore. Before, it wasn't as bad as the world is today, where I was like, yeah, get in front of them, help them out, pull them out. Now you can't do that because the violence is a little more prominent. So now they know to go and get someone to intervene.
And when I was in high school, they had rules and stuff that if you even like, it's almost like they didn't want you to stop it.
Right.
Because if you got involved at all, there was a chance you could get just as much of a penalty as the person who started the fight.
Exactly.
Even if you don't fight back, like if you just get in the way, there was a chance you could still get in trouble for it. It's the
Exactly.
dumbest
So
thing
now you
ever.
have to tell the adult, let the adult intervene. You can't intervene anymore.
Yeah, so you're just gonna let this kid get beat up for no reason? When there's 20 people around that could do something, you're gonna tell them no, you'll get in trouble too.
For sure.
Exactly. Because I know in my generation it used to be whoever threw the first punch. So I always made sure I was the one who threw the second one.
Second one, yeah. You better hit me first. I remember a time in the 6th grade where I got like bullied. You know what I mean? Well, first and the last time, I'm gonna tell you what happened. I got put in a locker. We had those small lockers in the gym class or whatever, and I was small enough to fit in there. Yeah, I know. All right. They put me in a locker, right? And my dad always taught me, he was like, you know, since I was like shorter growing up and I was smaller stature, he was like, yo, anybody bigger than you, don't matter how big they are, hit them right in the throat or hit them like somewhere up here. Exactly. Like, it doesn't matter, right? So, needless to say, I was
go lower.
Go lower, right? Yeah. Needless to say, when they opened up the locker, when the gym teacher opened up the locker, I seen him. I went straight to him. I started punching on him. I hit him like right in the nose. And we started fighting or whatever. And then the teacher broke us apart and had us like sat us aside and was like asking me why I was in the locker. I'm like, yo, he put me in there. You know,
I just willingly shut myself in the locker.
Yeah, like, who does that? I couldn't get out, and then put a lock on the locker and everything. Like,
oh wow,
yeah, because you know you can open it from the inside.
Yes,
I couldn't open it at all, right?
Oh,
and
so they really wanted you to suffer. That wasn't like a prank. That was for real, for real.
But everybody was who was in gym class, like changing out or whatever, and everybody was like around laughing and joking and stuff like that. And I was in there hot. But me and the dude ended up becoming like good friends after that. You know, which how all guy stories go. You know what I mean? We got beef with each other. We're gonna be best friends later on in life. But you know, it just, you know, can't let nobody, you know, a lot of people don't have that room to step up for themselves. But you know, I think that's one thing we should teach as well is self-defense. In the act, yeah, you shouldn't be bullying people, but when you are the one being bullied, you need to step up a little bit and know how to assert yourself and know how to handle yourself given the situation. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Do y'all have y'all ever got put in a locker? Any examples? Anything?
I've had somebody in the locker. Same thing, locker room though. I wasn't put in a locker. Somebody whipped me in the back with a shirt.
Oh,
threw my whole backpack at him.
Like twisted it.
Yeah, popped me in the back.
Slingshot, like a slingshot.
Yeah.
Wow. What's up? The locker room, the men's locker room.
It goes down in there, man. It goes down. That's where all the fights and everything happen in the men's locker room.
There's scheduled fights in my school in the bathrooms, in the men's bathrooms.
So that's where the cameras are not.
It's always the men.
Fights.
What you
said,
it's always the men.
Like we said on last episode, we're savages. We got
High school boys are probably one of the least intelligent groups of our society.
For sure. I totally agree, and I think they probably carry the most disgusting habits of all time.
Look, and like another thing that kind of goes back to habits is like just being like disrespecting people's stuff. Like in high school, none of high school kids would like just break stuff in the school for no reason. Right? Like on multiple occasions. Once you do it multiple times, I consider that a habit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely.
And they'd rip the sinks off the walls. Like, I gotta use that.
Why are you so angry?
Why?
Yes, what's going on in your life?
I'm gonna tell you exactly what it is. By nature, I feel like we're destructive sometimes, and when we get in this mode to like break something, we just do it. Like I know when I was a kid, me and my friends, we a good example, we set a park on fire. Don't ask us why we did it. Don't ask us what was the reasoning for. We literally had a gallon of gasoline poured on the whole plastic, jungle gym in the middle of our neighborhood, set it on fire, watched it burn. Cops came, we ran.
Olivia is side-eyeing you because you're destroying the earth. She is not loving you right now.
How long ago was this?
Don't tell Hunter all the details. That's dangerous.
I know he's a narc.
No, I'm trying to make sure you don't say anything more because there's an amount of time where they can still come and get you.
Oh wow, maybe I shouldn't have told that story.
That's what I'm saying.
I was lying. It wasn't a real story. Got you guys.
Yeah, you burned it. There's no fingerprints.
This is
No
books.
fingerprints. We're good. We're good.
But you
But
know
no, I
what?
was-
I think the reason why guys do a lot of destructive things is a lot of built up anger, anxiety, and things inside, because a lot of times you are taught not to let it out. So it has to come out in some way, fashion. So I feel like sometimes you figure out ways to get it out that's not the best way to get it out. So you need to talk it through. But a lot of guys are told not to be sensitive, not to be emotional, not to have certain things come out. So that might be part of that destructive nature that men have, maybe.
And to be honest with you, I think that would be a bad habit, right? Wouldn't that be like, because growing up, we were taught like to keep those emotions in, don't cry, you're a girl, and all these things like that, right? I feel like that's a bad habit that as a society or as a generation of, young men growing up that we were taught, like, so what do y'all think about that?
And that's a big part of like what goes into masculinity. Like there's a lot of different main aspects of the male psyche, and one of them is that just urge to be violent. And it's part of our brains. And so you can't get away from it. You have to learn to deal with it. It has to be structured masculinity. You can't just get rid of it, like the whole less masculine thing. It's not going to happen. You just have to train it to be better. Is really the only thing you can do.
So if that's a nasty habit that young men have, what are some nasty habits that young women have growing up?
Oh, I thought you were going to say, what are some disgusting habits that old men have? Because let me tell you, the cat calling
I don't
and
want to know that.
And all that stuff is like, or like I'll go to this Hispanic grocery store and me and my mama up in there. I gotta walk behind my mama, and I know they're probably still looking at me, but it's just like you're staring at me like you've never seen a woman before in your whole entire life. Like, have a little bit of like that will. Since I'll literally like be like, "What are you looking at?" Or can I help you with something? Because it's just like,
it's rude. It's
Jet probably knows this one. Old men walking around in the locker room at a gym. You know exactly.
Oh God! I don't even know that have.
This in a school? Because they shouldn't be there. Why are they there?
No, like a public gym.
Like a public gym. Ooh.
Oh yeah, let's move. Like I said, what are some disgusting or some habits, bad habits that young women had growing up that maybe you experienced or you seen somebody around you experience? Olivia, you
I
haven't.
don't know if it's a bad habit, but it's something that annoys me that I see when I'm out that women do is this. I'm like, you can just really do something like this. Why are you beating your head to death?
I never done that before.
Yes, that annoys me.
Olivia, what do you think?
Annoying things that women do. I mean,
or young women. It doesn't have to be older, younger.
Well,
let's think younger.
Women are catty to each other.
oh yeah,
Like we are petty, and this is annoying. I mean,
What's a petty experience that you have experienced? A petty, situation that you experienced.
I tend to stay away from all that. Like I'm pretty good at reading who is petty and like who's mean and who's not. So I tend to stay away from that. So I really don't have one, but it's really just judgment from other girls.
Yeah.
Like especially in middle school, like they're mean in middle school.
oh yeah, they're really mean in middle school.
Let's talk about that.
Oh my god,
middle school is worse than high school. I feel
it is.
That's because you're coming of age, you're coming into your own, you're finding out about yourself and other things in life.
they're more chill in high school, but in middle school, like especially if you're that one kid who wears all black. And so, because I was that kid. Oh my god, it was.
I was just about to say, it's the hormones, dude. You just all pent up with energy. You're like,
right. I know in middle school, I was literally I was like the second shortest person in middle school. So I got it from girls who are already 5'9" in the 6th grade, right? And they looking at me like, you're a shrimp, you're short. Like, yeah, trust me. I know. Listen, I got it. That's crazy. That is a lie. That's a fact. That is not a fact.
And that's the thing that a lot of women need to learn, even as you become adults. I'm older, and you still find that women are not very supportive of each other, and we cannot figure out the reason why. You know, sometimes when men get together, it's all in love. Even if, like you said earlier, Kat, you know, you fought the guy and y'all good friends today.
Yeah.
That doesn't happen with a lot of women. It's like they hold grudges. They like it's crazy.
I think it deals with a lot of forgiveness. What do you guys think? Like I think when it comes to forgiveness, women are less likely to totally forgive somebody who maybe hurt them or said something bad to them. Like me and Hunter can have a falling out right now.
Look,
2 hours later,
me,
we can be eating, we can
drinking. If you hit me and I get a good hit back, we're good.
We're good.
If you just hit me and I don't get anything back, we're gonna have to wait till I get you. Exactly. So I don't know. Maybe it's I don't know. What do you guys? How you feel about that forgiveness between men and women? Are women more or less likely to forgive or not?
I
think that's why.
I agree with Kat. Women hold grudges against each other.
It's I think it depends on the situation and who it is.
Depends on the situation.
It depends on the situation, but especially now, like, there's no, like, if someone were, like, if a girl were to do another girl wrong, there's, like, nothing that can, like, oh, you did this, I don't like you anymore, type thing.
And I think, you know how you say, I forgive you, but I will never forget. So it still lingers. So if people say, if you're going to forgive somebody, you got to let it go, but you never fully let it go.
I think it's the forgetting part that's the problem. It's not the forgiveness, it's the forgetting. See, like you said, Hunter hits me, I hit him. I'm still gonna remember it, but we're gonna be joking about it, like, yo, bro, you hit me right here, man. I'm still look, right? I'm gonna forget it kind of in a way, but I still forgive him, you know? Yeah, man. Like, yeah, we both walk around lumped up, you know what I mean? And so I think forgiveness, well, forgetting is the problem, right? You don't forget, you hold it. Oh, you hold it so much. You hold it so much. What's the saying? What is the saying? Help me out, Tila, if you know it. Hell has no fury like a woman scorned.
Woman scorned,
Yeah.
You said it. Yep, that's it.
Yeah, that's the actual quote.
That's accurate. And depending on how you were scorned, you're gonna get it. That fury is gonna be fierce. Yes.
Nothing at all.
It really don't be our fault though, because sometimes it's just like.
That's the problem.
No, wait. Because let's say I'm mad at you for something, right? And then like it's something that happened at TJ Maxx, and we passed at TJ Maxx. Guess what? I just remembered. I just remembered what I was mad at you for. That popped up in my head all over again, and now I'm mad again.
Now you sound psychotic.
Taylor nodded her head because she knows what I mean.
She's crazy too.
We're crazy. I admit I'm crazy. It's okay. I will say that because it's like PTSD. Certain things trigger you, and it sparks your memory depending on what the situation was, how bad. If you talk it out, like you said, the guys can just hit each other, be done. We got to sit down and have a conversation to make sure we good, and then
y'all still not gonna be friends.
Yeah, but if it comes up, anything can spark a memory. Somebody can say something. You walk in the same place. Yes, because it's not forgotten.
See, but you're calling us crazy. But half of the time, we weren't like this. Y'all made us like this.
Woo!
People made us like this. Okay.
She did it. Yes.
Yeah, that's exactly why.
Wait. So hold on. You're saying that it's my fault that when someone smells a bundt cake, they remember an argument they had 3 years ago?
It has nothing to do with me. That's in your brain. It's in your brain. Definitely.
Not generalizing. It's something that a man has done, said, something.
For sure.
That makes it. Because think about it. Think about if you look at the news today, we see a lot of women being beaten, being treated badly. Where are the men at? Standing with their cameras. Are they taking up for us? Not at all. It's not a lot of men that take up for women anymore. It's not like it used to be.
Well, my dad always taught me to stay out of people's relationships. You know what I mean? So if I'm just saying, arguably, if that's going on in your relationship, what can a man who's not related to you, or have any ties to you, can do?
She's not
for your
saying
situation?
be a marriage counselor. She's just saying stop from getting their ass beat. I mean,
right. I apologize, ladies.
Yes.
Well, you know what? We're gonna forgive you, but we're not gonna forget.
Yeah. Okay.
Video recording. My Perspective Friday, Xmas episode, part 1. Action. Cut.
Never forget. Never forget.
Never. I'll bring it up in the next 3
Flashback,
episodes.
right
Watch.
You know what, Daphne? I know you are, because you like to bring up stuff like that. You remember
And
that
see-
time you
see,
had
Cat's
3
probably
chicken
not
wings
even
and
gonna
you didn't
remember
give
you
me
said it.
2?
You're
It's
gonna bring it
always
up, and Cat's gonna be what?
Yeah.
For real.
What are you talking about?
3 chicken
You have
wings.
to
We're not eating-
admit, fellas, there's some things that snap back your memory too.
No, for
It's
sure.
not just
For
us,
sure.
it's certain things.
Things,
It's
yeah.
part
But-
of all of us.
With that being said, PTSD not only lives with inside of you, lives with. I know I got some things that I went through as a child, and if I hear loud sounds or any of those things, like I literally go into like survivor mode. Like I work in the mall, right? And this big panel fell down and had this big clap boom throughout the whole mall. All my coworkers run to the hallway. You know what I did? Ran to the back. You know what I mean? Because I'm like, why are y'all running towards the sounds? We need to run away from the sounds. So like, and it's a lot of things like how people talk. If somebody's yelling at me and stuff, I don't react too well. You know what I mean? So
We
it's
all
like,
have it.
yeah, we all have it. We all have it. You know, and the thing is, I'm not gonna say that you did it. I'm gonna say that it happened to me. That's the only difference. It wasn't created by anybody else. It was created by my environment and my personal what I went through. Right? I ain't gonna blame nobody on it. You know what I mean? But
It's a generalized thing. It's
Generalized thing.
It's not you per se, but it's generalized.
yeah.
Now,
for
kicking
sure.
your butt in public, though, you did that.
You did that.
You did that.
I got
So
this.
bottom line, my final thoughts on rudeness and disgusting things that people do before you do. If people are around you, pay attention because you see it. Some people can care less, but some of us care, and we have to look at that, memorize it, see it, and it's like, ugh. So please stop doing nasty, disgusting things. Think of things that other people do that you don't like, and try not to do it.
All right,
Final
Olivia, what are your final thoughts?
Same as Chila's. I can't.
All right.
Very insightful.
Yeah.
We're not playing piggyback, Olivia.
Anyways,
Well, all right.
anyways, be better. I think out of the whole thing of discussing habits, we mentioned meanness and rudeness and attitudes, and it's like y'all need to be nicer. You need to stop staring at people like you've never seen another human being before in your life, because that makes me really mad. And yeah, just be better.
And picked up your trash.
And no littering. That's
Pick your
something.
trash
Yeah.
up. What are you doing? It's like a whole worldwide crisis.
Right.
A little problem there. Pick it up.
All right,
Absolutely.
for sure. Well, all right, yo, that wraps it up. We going to commercial?
You guys have a great weekend. We
Like and
enjoy.
subscribe.
You
Take
guys.
care. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment to the rudeness and rude nastiness down below.
For sure.